Hey, welcome back to our channel, or welcome to our channel if you've not been here before. I'm Becca, this is Bella, and we finally wanted to film our coming out video.
Woo!
Also, look at the view behind us.
Oh my god. Oh, beautiful.
Wow, we're so lucky here.
Yeah. So in Ode to Pride Month, we thought that it would be like a perfect opportunity to kind of share our experience coming out. I know
Absolutely.
like a lot of people have a lot of negative experiences when coming out with family and friends, and we're one of the many that also have had quite a good experience, if that makes sense.
Yeah, we also know that people probably find it helpful to hear positive experiences,
Yeah.
maybe if they're nervous and things like that as well. So we do think it's important to share both sides of it. So that's why we're doing this video. Let's start at the beginning.
Start very beginning.
A very good place to start. A, B, C.
Yeah, the beginning. Fast backwards to bloody, when was it?
College. 2016. When we met for the first time. We'll brush over this quite quickly because this isn't about coming out,
Yeah.
but it makes sense to the bigger picture.
So bear with.
Yeah. So we met in 2016 at college.
Yeah.
We were in college for 2 years. In the first year, we weren't in the same class.
No.
And so we knew of each other.
I mean, I was digging this.
I was checking her out, but we were both straight.
You know,
Straight.
straight.
You know.
You know.
Bella actually had a boyfriend at the time. I had had a few boyfriends in the past.
Yeah.
So it was a bit of a shock. So, well,
It was a bit of a shock. So,
but then in the second year, we were in the same class, and that's when things started to happen. You know, we were getting very close.
yeah, I always like thought you were pretty, and you always thought, I mean, I hope she thought I was pretty, but we started like hanging out a lot. We started like holding hands and cuddling and spending like a little bit more time than maybe friends would.
And it was all very innocent.
Yeah, really innocent. And then,
It was a party.
yes, it was a party, and it was Christmas. God, what would that have been?
2017.
2017, and we got a little bit drunk, and we got a little bit crazy,
Risky.
and then
Bella pounced on me, and it was really
I
cute.
don't know why you say that.
It was really cute.
I know the truth. Becca weed, and then she got up, she pushed me against the door, and you kissed me. It's fine.
I weed, Bella jumped on me. What was I supposed to do?
Oh my god, it just is. There is no truth to it. But you know what? You know, I know, we know.
I know.
So when that happened, that was kind of like affirmation of like, oh, like this is actually something.
I changed everything.
I mean, honestly, it's so dramatic. It's very movie. But like when I kissed you, it was like instant, like, oh, that's what it should feel like. And it was like,
I think I'm just a really good kisser.
baby.
That's definitely not it.
So that's kind of, you know,
That's how we met.
yes.
After that, obviously, like I said, we were both straight, and so we kissed, and we were like, okay, like we need to like reevaluate our situation,
lives.
like what's going on. We went on a couple of dates, and it
Yeah.
started getting more and more serious.
Oh, by this point, I had broken up with my then boyfriend.
Yeah, I
and
had to respect that.
So, you're very good.
Yeah.
So we were kind of, you know, we were being good and all that. But our coming out stories, I think, are quite different.
Yeah, for sure.
I guess I'll tell you mine. So I told my sister, hi Baba,
Hey, Baba.
first, which I think is quite common. I mean, you know, parents are scary. I don't know,
Yeah.
like just in general. So I told Valentine, and she was so accepting. She was so wonderful. She was just like completely like, yeah, that's fine, cool. And I begged her to tell my mum and my dad, because I just didn't want to have that cringy conversation. And I think she must have, because then Becca just started appearing at my house, studying, and then suddenly we were holding hands and kissing in front
Yeah.
of them. And honestly, it's just been a progression. And here we are 5 years later, so.
I also feel like with Bella's parents, they're very like freewheeling, quite like. I wouldn't have imagined them to have a problem with it.
Exactly,
Honestly.
yeah. And I think also, for me, when I was growing up, I think there was always like a lesbian hidden deep inside of me. I think I was like maybe more attracted to women or interested in women in a way that maybe isn't heterosexually normal. you can say that. And also, like, I knew a lot of lesbian women and gay men in my family, within my family. So I was very, like, aware of it. So that was, I think, when I met you, I was very like, oh. And I was like, oh, this makes sense. This is why I've been feeling all these feelings and being like this.
Yeah.
Which is a little bit different for you, your journey.
Yeah, for sure. So I knew that I liked Bella, and that's about all I knew.
Yeah.
I didn't really know what that meant for me. I haven't grown up knowing loads of queer people. Like, they just haven't been in my life for whatever reason.
Yeah.
And so growing up, I definitely thought that being a lesbian was having short hair and being butch and tank top, leather jackets, you know, like, and I knew that that wasn't who I was or who I was typically attracted to.
Also, as your mum would say, Becca had a lot of boyfriends in her younger
Growing
days.
up, I did.
I mean, but also I just think, like, of course you do, because in everything you see in life, like, I mean, it's not nice to say, but if you're not surrounded by it, people don't even give you that option. They just say, oh, all the story, everything.
Ultimately, I wanted to be loved, and that's how I was finding, like, it wasn't love, obviously, but I don't know, that's how I was finding attention, I guess. And so that's what I went with. So yeah, it was super confusing for me. More about my personal journey. We did a video before, or I did a video before, about how I think I called it something like coming out again, because that was when I was a lot more certain. So I won't go into that now. If you are interested, I'll try and remember to link it above.
Remember,
Becca, editing Becca, remember please. I'll link it above. If I forget entirely, I'll link it below in the description. So for me coming out, the first person I also told was my sister.
Classic.
Hey Gemma, if you're watching. I knew that Gemma was gonna accept me because Gemma has always supported me through any stupid decision I made. And so she was a strong person for me to go to first. And it didn't really feel like coming out. It just felt like telling her, which is what coming out is. That was stupid, scrap that. But I also said to her, like, okay, so she knew of Bella anyway. And I was just sort of like, well, yeah, I'm sort of seeing Bella. And I sort of explained to her that I was a bit confused about where I was going, and blah, blah, blah. But she was instantly just like, okay, like, don't put too much thought into it, just see how it goes.
See how it goes.
Blah, blah, which is really great. And I needed that for my first person to tell. Because after that, I told my mum. And I was sort of nervous about telling my parents because I honestly just didn't know what they even thought of, like this community. I wouldn't have ever expected them to be, like, against it or anything like that, or homophobic, not in any way. But I wasn't really sure. We've never had the conversation, obviously. So me and my mum went for brunch or breakfast or something. We ate at Weatherspoons, and I sort of brought up the topic, and she was okay about it. I sort of said to her, like, yeah, like, I'm seeing someone and it's a girl, like,
it's me.
Just to, like, I don't know if I'm coming out or if I'm just really excited to be, like, spending time with Bella. Your hair looks so pretty in the camera. Yeah. That was really pretty then. Well, damn it. Yeah. So mum was cool about it.
You were more nervous to tell your dad, weren't you?
I was so scared to tell
my
dad.
So silly now, because he was just like, he's just the best.
Yeah, I hate that I was scared, because me and him have a really good relationship and we're really close in a weird way. But I was so nervous to tell him. I think I didn't want him to think anything different of me. And so I sort of said to my mum, like, I really don't want to tell dad, like, can you, like, slip it into the conversation? And she did, and she came back to me and she was like, why were you so scared to tell him? Like, he was like, well, yeah, like, and he really likes Bella too.
I love
always
your parents.
gone on so well. So
me and Becca haven't actually experienced a lot of homophobia or hate towards our relationship, our sexualities. We're very thankful for that. We know that isn't the same for other people.
Especially putting ourselves out there on the internet.
God, yeah.
Like,
I mean,
we're sort of opening ourselves up to people's opinions.
Exactly. I mean, you receive the silly comments here and there, but that's about it. And especially in our day-to-day lives, we're so thankful that our families have been so understanding, and so, not that they shouldn't be understanding, but just so loving and accepting of us. And, like, I think having that one initial good experience then gives you the confidence to be your true self and to be like, oh, I'm out and I'm proud and I feel amazing.
I
think it's really important that when you tell that first person, you know, that you choose someone that you feel like you'll really trust, you know,
feel comfortable with.
yeah, just to take those first steps, because it's really scary. It's like it's who you are.
Yeah,
You know, it's a precious thing.
definitely. Yeah.
And we told our grandparents, and your granny
Oh
was
yeah,
so sweet.
my granny, she was like, well, I didn't tell her personally, but my mum sort of broached the subject, and apparently my granny had seen us holding hands under a glass table. What morons! We're so inconspicuous, you know.
But I really
She's
love
always
her.
been fine.
And my granny Becca and my granny get on so well. She's her little IT guy.
I'm her tech guru. I help her with a laptop.
She was a bit confused about our relationship to start with, but she's coming to our wedding, so I assume
She understands. So that's basically it for our coming out story. We think it's really important to share these things because being part of this community is really special. And by us sharing this, maybe someone's watching who was nervous to say something to someone, and now maybe they're not so nervous, and just to be there, you know, just to be present in this space.
Yeah, and I think also like even on like social media, like Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, I think it can be quite a negative thing, but especially in this month, all we have seen is love and support and community, and it's so empowering and amazing.
Yeah, it's powerful.
And like, if anyone who's watching us, you know, wants to talk about anything or ask us any questions or just unload all of their feelings, like, please do, because that's what we're all here for, to support each other. And that's like the magic of it, really.
Absolutely.
I feel so much love.
It's good. Thank you so much for watching our video. Wait, I just want to... I mean, can you see the sky?
They can just see an orange line, but it's crazy.
Oh, man. Thank you for watching. Like and subscribe if you want to like and subscribe. And we'll see you in the next video.
Bye!